but you need your experience and your judgment and your feelings. Then we call this behavioral style model, right? Behavioral style model. What about if you have high level of tolerance for ambiguity and you need to be rational here as well, then you have to exert analytical problem solving. Then you go through for all those stuff. Okay, you need to buy laptops, you need to, you know, go through China to or Vietnam or Korea, which country you need to install your factory, or invest in international stocks. You need to be more analytical because you are going through rational decision making process. But what if your confusion is high and your way of thinking is based on your judgment? So you should go towards conceptual style of decision making, which is executed by top level management. Top level management. This can be a mixed middle level. All right. Somebody file complaints, and for example, or somebody is leg pulling or something, use middle level behavioral directive style. Right. So these mostly are handled by middle level. These are lower level. This is top ranking officials because situation is going to be unique and unique. So then what about the heuristics? What are the bases on which you can, heuristic means rule of thumbs. What are the on the basis you just go through the process? So we just find out, okay, there's going to be intuition, there's going to be a rationality, there's going to be a different types of problems, structured, unstructured. There's going to be a way of thinking. There's going to be a way of different decision making style, rational decision style. We talked about the intuitive decision making styles. All right. So we have the rule of thumbs, but these rule of thumb can also be erroneous and biased. So what are the biases when managers, while making decisions, they exert? A number of bias. Overconfidence. What do we mean by that? When you are so much confident and you neglect all the facts and figures. This is called overconfidence bias. When you are extremely unrealistic, right? And then immediate gratification. What does it mean? Means choosing those alternatives which are going to fill your own pocket, not for the organization. You are the manager. What is the hierarchy? You are not the owner. Owners are shareholder. You work for the shareholders to maximize shareholder wealth. But you decide based, you choose the alternative which fill your pocket, which gives you reward rather than achieve the organizational objective. All right. Then anchoring effect. What do we mean by anchoring effect? When you just all of a sudden you jump to the conclusion and you just not all of a sudden, whatever information is coming, the first information came and then you just select that, like the anchor newscast. Whenever news are coming, look at their version are different. Breaking news, we got the information, okay, this happened, but some more details are coming and then you find out, okay, that actually didn't happen, the perspective was different. Same effect, same type of biases are there. You didn't complete the whole situation, you just accept the number one information that came to you and then you just accepted that. Based on those information, you just go through the decision making process. We call this anchoring effect. All right. Confirmation, what do we mean by that? When you believe something and you just ignore all other stuff, you just pick that information which confirm your belief. That's it. Right? For example, you say that, okay, the our company will grow if there is a democratic process. That's it. If a democratic process is there, then the company will grow. And then you just try to find out that information which support your argument. You don't look at the other argument. That's it. This is called confirmation bias. Okay. For example, if you add some razor on the pencil or some buttons here or something, then our sales gonna be, then our sales will grow. Otherwise, not. And then you start to find out that information that support your argument. That's it. Right? So I think in our coming slides we have a number of that. Yes. Framing bias, when you are selecting and highlighting certain aspects of a situation while ignoring all other. This is you are reaffirming your beliefs, and this is different aspects. The good aspects you included and the bad aspects you ignore. That is called framing bias. I joined this company. When I joined this company, okay, something you also made a bad decision, but you disregard that. Only good stuff you just claim that. That's it. So if that information is coming which supports your framing, when I joined this company, this happened, okay, on the basis of that, you make decisions, of course, which will lead you to the erroneous conclusions. Availability bias, which is losing decision-making objectivity by focusing on the most recent event. You just base your decision-making based on critical incidents, not the critical function or critical importance. Incidents. That's it. We call this availability bias. Because you are overcome by the environment, the situation, the events, critical events, rather the key factors. The representation bias, which means drawing analogies, seeing identical situation when none exist. You just over exaggerated the situation and you say that, okay, this will happen, and you are given more weightage to that one. So logically, whenever you make decisions, you make three situations. We call this optimistic, pessimistic, and, for example, aggressive, optimistic, passive. Right? For example, you gave this 30, 40, 30 probabilities of this one. All right? But if you see that, okay, now optimism gonna happen, optimism gonna happen, and then you make it 80% here, 10% here, 10% here, because you represent the optimistic point of view, and that's it. We call this representation bias. Random biasness, which is creating unfolding meaning out of random events. For example, if there is a Monday, stock market will go up, or if there is a raining, stock market will go up. Or if we are deciding something and that was a rainy day, this is a good sign from the God, and this decision gonna be good decision. There is no cause and effect inside of that one. It's called random biasness. Right? If something happening and you drawing conclusion on the basis of that event, and that event itself is random, Did you plan something that, okay, on that day there's going to be a raining? No, it's out of blue moon. It's just nowhere. The raining started, and then you just conclusion, okay, based off this random fact, you say that okay, our this scene is going to be very nice. Or if there is a Raymond there, and then you said, okay, my the scene is evil something because Raymond showing the Raymond is a sign of evil, or the black cat is there. So this kind of superstition stuff, because that is a random event, and random events leads to a random conclusion, and that is random bias. So what are the errors then? Because of those biasness, you make different errors. Sunk cost errors. Number one, forgetting that current actions cannot influence the past actions, and the current cost, when you apply that cost, and that is not going to be recovered. That's it. Self-serving bias, which means taking quick credits for successes and blaming outside factors for failures. Good things are happening because of me, and bad things are happening due to outsider control, not under me. Einstein bias, mistakenly believe that an event could have been predicted once the actual outcome is known. You understand? How can you be more confident that you will sell 10,000 units? And because of this 10,000 units, you need to buy this plant. You are so much confident that you will sell this 10,000, and you want to buy this plant at the moment right now. You are mistaken. Anything can happen. Even the forecasting methods has in their assumptions the chances of failure inside that. This type